The world is ending on Sunday. Or is it? So this is a different video for today because I was going to make something else, but I saw this article and it was actually pretty interesting, so I just thought, why not make a video on it? So how this theory originated is around the Mayan calendar. Basically, it's one of the oldest in the world, and it's of two parts. One of which is called the Tzolk'in, I think that's how you spell it, and the other is called the Hab, like that. So the Tzolk'in is the day, and the Hab is the date. So they're actually two different things. Now the Tzolk'in, there are basically two parts to this. There are 20 day names, and they're each numbered from 1 to 13. For example, it could be 7, and I think it's called Kib. So that's an example of the day. So 13 numbers, 20 day names. There are 20 times 13, so 260 different possible number and day name possibilities. And then basically it cycles over. Now for the Hab. There are 18 months, and the days are actually labeled from 0 to 19. So it could be something like, I don't know, the 9, the Kankin. I think that's one of them, what's called. So we have 20 different numbers and 18 months, so we multiply that. It equals 360, but actually there's another 5 days at the end of the year. There's an extra bonus 5, so that's 365. So each of these gets cycled around, and then each of the day and the date names get cycled around, for a grand total of 260 times 365, which is, it takes 95,200 days for one full cycle. But because there are some repeats, this actually equals 260 years, but it actually takes around 52 years because there are some repeats. But still, 52 years is still a long time for one cycle to happen. But there was actually another way to count the days and stuff. So the Mayan word for a day is also known as kin. And then if you put 20 of these together, you get a winnow. Then if you put 18 of these, you get a tun. And then if you put 20 of these, you get a katun. And if you put 20 of those together, you get a baktun. So it would basically be a bunch of numbers with dots in between. And the baktun is basically kind of a year, basically apparently how long since the creation of the world, which is about 4,000 years ago. Now, how does any of this relate to the end of the world, which is kind of what this book is about? I mean, the video. So, you might be too young, I probably was remember, but I do hear stories about December 21, 2012. Basically, if you write the Mayan way, it looks like this. 12, 19, 19, 17, 19. And basically, this would mean that the 13th baktun will come to an end on December 21, 2012. My bad. The December 21, 2012 is actually when the date is 13/00/00, while the date that I wrote on the paper is actually December 20, 2012. And as you may know of the superstition, and like some people saying that 13 is an unlucky number, that might mean that the world is going to end. I think you can see that. But in reality, it's just the start of the 14th baktun, and then it just goes like that. However, that still doesn't explain why some people think it's going to be June 21. Well, apparently, we're actually living in the year 2012. And everyone got it wrong. So apparently in 2 days, June 21 will actually be the end of the world. Because there was a miscalculation. We were off by 7.5 years. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, do I believe all of this? Well, it is a pretty legitimate reason, but still I don't really believe it. Because, let's be real, it's just an arbitrary date made by humans. It's kind of like Y2K. I was not born. Probably most of you weren't as well. But I can't remember it. Let's see if I can remember it. I think it was December 31, 1999. It was some glitch going into 2000. And that, I don't know, the end of the world would happen. But really, that could have happened at any time. Numbers don't really mean anything to the universe. So, yeah, that's... I don't even know what I'm saying now. So, what does this mean for me? Well, I'm actually going to be uploading something very cool on June 21. Or maybe June 22. But I'll be doing it on June 21. Well, where I live anyway. So, if you want to spoil it, then stay on. But if you don't, then you can go. You're not going to miss much. So, I'll admit, I may have said this in the previous video. But, as you may know, June 21 is the shortest day of the year. Well, for me anyway, because I live in Australia, and it will be the winter solstice. And if you're living in the northern hemisphere, it will be the longest day, the summer solstice. So I was going to do a cube relay, all of my cubes solving in the sunrise and the sunset. I just thought that'd be pretty cool. And then for December 21, I'll probably do another one there as well. Alright, see you next time.